this gun has gone off without the trigger being pulled. Yeah, kind of a nightmare. And the company behind it still says it's safe. Let's talk about the Sig P320. Buckle up. What is up, guys? Modern Protector here to give you the skills, the tools, and the mindset to protect yourself and your family. Today we're diving into probably the most controversial gun in the world right now, the Sig P320, and the lawsuits, ND claims, and safety concerns surrounding it. Kind of a big deal.
Don't know how to put this, but I'm kind of a big deal.
If you haven't heard, there have been dozens of lawsuits filed against Sig Sauer, alleging that the P320 has fired without the trigger being pulled, like guns still in the holster just going off for no reason.
Good God!
Some of these incidents are caught on video. Most, honestly, are involving law enforcement. Here's what I know versus how I feel. Sig is a really solid brand. They've been trusted by law enforcement agencies, firearms instructors, and concealed carriers for a lot of years now. The Sig P365 is still one of the most popular concealed carry guns. Now, has the P320 passed industry drop tests? Yes. Has Sig made changes since the original design? Also yes. Did they offer a voluntary upgrade in 2017 after the Dallas PD banned it? Yep. I'm not angry at Sig, or at least I wasn't at first. Everyone makes mistakes, but this is not a small thing. This is a huge mistake.
Big mistake. Big. Huge.
This is not like sometimes the gun jams. This is like, it might shoot you in the leg. Yeah, that's a problem. I think what makes me lose some respect for Sig was their official statement about all of this. I'm going to read it for you word for word. Contrary to popular reporting, claims that the P320 is capable of firing without a trigger pull are without merit and have been solely rejected as a matter of law by 13 separate courts, including an anonymous jury verdict in Sig Sauer's favor. The P320 is trusted by the U.S. military, law enforcement professionals, and responsible citizens worldwide. Sig Sauer is extremely proud of our outstanding safety record and quality firearms.
Beep, 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 beep. My bullcrap meter's going crazy. Beep, 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 beep.
It's kind of an optimistic spin on it there, Sig. And granted, they listed several cases that were dismissed, but you can't deny the sheer number of claims coming specifically from this gun model. It's obviously a problem. Also, not sure you can say trusted by law enforcement when so many law enforcement agencies are suing you over this very issue. You could say used to be trusted by law enforcement agencies. I'd say you lost some of that trust. So here's the deal. Just because something meets minimum safety standards doesn't mean that it's good enough for carry. And just because something usually works doesn't mean it's acceptable if something fails, especially when lives are on the line. How often do cars get recalled after they discover something was wrong like 2 years later? Pretty often. How often does that happen with guns? Almost never. So here's where I land. Would I carry the Sig P320? No. Heck no. Not with everything I know today. I would honestly feel differently if Sig was like, you know what? We screwed up on this one, guys, but we're gonna fix it and change the way we do things. We're gonna make sure that this never happens again. We're gonna make it right. But to just be like, there's nothing wrong with our guns, y'all are wrong. That's kind of a problem. To me, it's not worth the risk when there are so many other options to carry that don't have this gray cloud over them. It just makes my skin crawl. What if you already own one? I mean, I'm not telling you to panic, but I am telling you to pay attention. Understand the risk with this model. Get your gun checked. And if you're still uneasy, yeah, if it were me, I'd be selling it or trading it. So what's the bigger lesson here? We can't afford to get emotionally attached to brands. I know a bunch of dudes that are die-hard Sig guys or die-hard Glock guys. Me, I'm a protector. The gun is simply one of the tools that I carry every day. But it better be one that works consistently. This is why I say do research on the model and not just the brand. Read reviews, talk to folks who have carried it and fired thousands of rounds through that model, not the gun store guy that just carries it and never shoots. And test your gear. You need to be training and practicing regularly to make sure that you're shooting well and make sure your gun is shooting well. Sometimes even a great brand can come out with a terrible model and have to go back to the drawing board. Don't believe me? Look up the John Deere 2010 tractor. Almost wrecked the whole company. I think that's the big problem I have with Sig, is that they're not going back to the drawing board. They're like, yep, nope, we'll just keep rolling. If something has a serious enough question mark over it, even if it's rare, even if it's just a fraction of cases, if the cost could be your life, to me, it's not worth the risk. There are other guns to carry. But what do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Do you still trust the P320? Would you carry it? Let me know. Maybe I'm being too harsh. Yeah, I don't think so. Don't forget to like and subscribe down below. And until next time, be alert, stand firm in your faith, be strong, be courageous, and let all that you do be done in love. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.